Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Built Structures video. I'm calling this build one-to-one build, and the reason for that is because it's actually a one-to-one build. I had Diana's honeydew list to do up at her new house. She is into animal rescue, and she's got some animals that need to be contained in certain areas. So we proceeded to do some of the stuff on here. It took us quite a while, and I will warn you guys that there's a couple of scenes in here that I have no shirt on, and the reason for that is because the temperatures were 105 plus. To do all kinds of stuff, and this video will show all the stuff that I've done, along with help from one of our friends, Steve. So anyhow, I think we got it pretty much under control now. She's ready to start moving her kitties up there. So stay tuned and I'll show you what's been going on. And I'm calling this a Vinny Built Structures one-to-one build. I also want to say that I am not a carpenter, I am not a roofer, I'm not an architect or draftsman or anything of that kind. I just did it as I saw fit, watching lots of TV shows on HGTV and all those kind of places where they show how to build stuff, so I kind of used that stuff to do what I did for Diana. Anyhow, stay tuned and we'll get on to the rest of this video. So we'll be right back.
Okay, that's the back door to the laundry room in the interior of the house. And out here is a covered, lattice-covered patio, lattice-sided patio with some netting on it that will serve for the cats that currently are indoor-outdoor. Let me get around here and show you. There's a screen door there that needs to be repaired. We're going to put additional netting in here to keep the animals in. This gap will be filled so they can't get out. Like I say, it's quite large. It's concrete floor. I love that because I can just hose it off. They can do whatever they want to. We are currently putting up the end of this particular indoor-outdoor enclosure. This is for indoor-outdoor cats, but they're going to be outdoors. We're putting in a screen door there that'll be all meshed in. My guy Vinny is doing all the framing. He's doing a great job. And hopefully this will be a suitable spot for the kitties that currently go in and out at my house. They always climb under the mobile home to get out of the sun as it stands. So this lattice work here, there's a lattice work on the roof. And what we're going to do is we will have galvanized panels on top running from the corner here over that way and all the way across this way. So this portion of the indoor-outdoor cat enclosure will actually have covering to keep the rain off and so forth. So they'll have their kitty condos out here. They'll be able to get out of the rain, whereas the part that's on this side will be open-ish with, like I say, this lattice work on top will remain just the way it is. Well, we're making slow progress on putting up the slats for the end of the patio enclosure. Started to do a little preliminary staining. Vinny's handiwork. Got the screen door in. He's measuring the last of the slats. Then we'll put mesh over on top of that, and that'll keep all the little darlings in and the coyotes and such out. Done all the framing. Got lots more to do, but we're making progress. So this is more for Humane Solutions. Sooner or later we'll get moved up here with all the furries. Now this piece is going to go up over the screen door. I think adapt and overcome is the watchword of the day, Vinny?
Yes, it is.
We couldn't nail the cross part in there first because it would have jammed up, so we did it this way with the slats holding it in place. Very clever. Yep. What tune does that play? That's gonna work pretty slick. Look at that. Hee hee. I think he's proud of himself. Now Vinny and I are continuing to work on the enclosure, mostly Vinny doing the work. Hang on to your ears. Not as fun to listen to as a K5LLA, but it'll do. And we're filling in this gap that's been in the enclosure for a long time with slats to match the rest of it. And then there'll be screening on the outside. And I've got to get over there and help. Just a minute. We'll be back.
Alright guys, all the slat work is done. Center beam there has to get screwed in. My battery in my drill went dead, so we had to give it time to charge up. Anyhow, we'll turn around here, and this wall is done. The only thing I have left on this wall is to put the handle on the screen door, and this project will be finished. And then she's got a big old honeydew list for me, so we'll see what's next. Talk to you guys later. Alright guys, this is one of the projects that we're doing at Diana's house. This is a 10-foot by 10-foot dog kennel, but she's using it as a cat kennel. As you can see, there's a shed right behind it. That's where her outside cats are going to stay, and that that's down there in the corner I'm going to be taking out so the cats can get in and out at will. We're also eventually going to add another 10 feet on this end and make it a 10-foot by 20-foot run. Anyhow, like I said, Diana and I, we didn't record this part as we were putting it together. Alright, sorry for that interruption. I had a bee that was landing on my hand, and I do not like bees. Anyhow, this shack here looks like it's about a 12-foot by 12-foot shack. The door will be closed all the time, and like I said, that vent right there is coming out. The cinder blocks we're going to put around the perimeter, so the little kitty cats can't get out, and the mountain lions and the coyote can't get in. Anyhow, we'll continue on with the rest of the projects that we're doing here. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Okay everybody, we're back. We're making really good progress now on this enclosure on the back patio. We've finished the staining over here in the gap that Vinny put up. At least I think we've got most of the spots covered. And that's looking pretty good. Looking really good. That enclosure, that end of the enclosure is now all finished and all stained. The screen door is in, the latch is in, the lock for the latch is in. The the thing that closes the screen door automatically is in. A closer. I've been out in the sun too long. And swinging around again here. Obviously this end is going to need to get worked on a bit. Some of those slats are very loose. And that screen door really sucks. That's the old one that was with the house. But Vinny has now started putting in the poultry netting, wire poultry netting, that covers all of the real suspicious gaps in these slats that'll keep the critters in and the other critters out. And we'll be backfilling on both sides of the post down here with dirt to kind of bury the bottom of the wire on both sides. It'll probably have to get redone from time to time as weather comes along or the hose gets used and so forth, but at least this is a start. It reinforces the screening that's already there. I'm making a mess of this video, but we'll edit. Thank God for tin snips, huh, babe? Alrighty. So, we'll continue this a little bit later.
Alright guys, this is going to conclude this part one of my one-to-one build for Diana. As you can see, this is all completed here. Screen door is in, the netting is up, the chicken wire, whatever you want to call it, all the way around, and also up there on the top. We ran out of nails today, so we are going to stop off at Home Depot and pick up the rest. Anyhow, as you can see, we're done all the way down there. Have a little bit more to do up on the top there, and finally that wall right there. Anyhow, hope you guys are enjoying this video. And as always, your questions, comments, input, and subs are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. BNSF 6951 out.
We're using U-shaped nails to anchor the poultry netting to the frame, and kind of pulling it tight and checking all the little spots where they could get out. Then we'll reinstall the white picket fence stuff at the very bottom that we took out. Making progress. So the gap is closed, and you'll notice that there is screening, poultry screening, up to the first 2x4 that goes across there. And then at the ground level we reinstalled the white picket fence that was here as an additional blockade for the critters. All looks pretty good. Looks pretty cat-proof to me. They can get up on shelving such as this to sleep or whatever, but they can't get up high enough or through the gaps that Vinny has screened in up here. So I'm real pleased with how this has turned out. My main concern right now is providing shade on the other side of where I'm standing, and rainproofing at least half of this enclosure, which is pretty big. It's pretty nice. There'll be a lot of stuff out here for them. So, nice job. Very well done. Okay, everybody. This is going to be the special needs indoor only cat room for the foreseeable future. We're not quite done with this yet, but what we have done is we have got a very heavy-duty tarp which we have laid down and stapled into the corners, stapled up along the wall. We have yet to cut free the air conditioning vent, which right now is turning this into kind of like a bouncy house. When the AC blows, we'll cut a vent in there actually and put a protector on it. So the kitties will be in here. I'll be putting several layers of moisture-proof paper on top of this that can be changed out every other week or so, or whenever it gets so dirty that it has to be changed. Kitties will be able to get into that bathroom to access potty boxes or additional potty boxes. So we were joking about filling this thing with water and making it into a swimming pool. It's pretty airtight, really. So there'll be some kitty furniture in here and such, but the moisture-proof paper on the bottom and this tarp underneath everything will help protect the carpeting that's under there. And someday this will be, more than likely, if I continue to do rescue and I continue to need special needs rooms, I'll put vinyl flooring down here or take the carpeting up. But for now, this will do the trick, I believe. Hope I'm getting a good view of this. We worked pretty hard getting this thing into the corner. There's a few wrinkles in it. But for now, they can do what kitties do, and it'll protect the interior. If we ever take this out, all we'd need to do is do a little patchwork where the staple holes are and repaint. So there we go. A little bit more of this. Do a quick walk around from the outside here. We've left the existing screen material. It's in very tight on the outside of these walls. And then added netting, or what they call poultry netting, which is really wire, on the inside to keep cats from scratching through the screen material, which they would, or coyotes and such from getting back in. You guys might be laughing at that, but we do have coyotes and bobcats up here. No mountain lions, so bobcats and coyotes are the main threat to outdoor pets in this area. So protecting them from that. The snakes, I'm not so worried about. Mice, of course, become squeaky toys for the kitties. Lizards, also the same. So let me go around the other way here and I'll turn this off and start it again. Well, we're putting the finishing touches on the enclosed patio for the cats. My neighbor Steve Plath, good friends of ours, and Vinny are going to work together on getting the galvanized top on half of this enclosure to protect from the rain more than putting up shade, because the slats were actually producing shade, but the rain would have come in and made a mess out of kitty condos and litter boxes and so forth. So that's what the guys are going to be working on today, and I'll show some progress there in a bit. Okay, guys and gals, we wanted to show you the completed roof structure for the outdoor enclosure. These are 2-foot wide by 12-foot long galvanized panels that are interlocking. They cover about 1/3 of the patio, and they will provide some rain protection, a little bit of shade for the kitty cats, etc. Vinny and our friend Steve completed this the other day, and looks really great. I'm really happy about this, very thankful for the work that's been done. And so right now, this concludes the 1-to-1 scratch build of Vinny Built Structures. And your questions and comments and subs and likes are always going to be welcome. So for now, BNSF 6951 and AZ Train Granny out.